Although not always the easiest way, we can use the graph of a function to determine its domain and range. Consider the function you see before you. We can determine the range of the function by looking at all the y values the function touches. We can determine the domain by looking at all the x values which the function uses. All in all, we can look at the graph to determine both its domain and range. Here I have indicated the range of the function. Notice that -2 in the interval notation is given a soft parenthesis. That is because in the picture we have an open dot, which means that the function never actually reaches the value y equals -2. In a similar fashion, the domain is restricted from -1 to 2, where we do not include the -1 and we do include the 2. This is indicated in the graph by the open dot and the closed dot. By looking at the graph of the function and considering open dots versus closed dots, we can determine both the domain and the range of a function. The vertical line test is a test to determine whether or not a relation is a function by looking at its graph. The test tells us that if a vertical line touches the graph of a relation more than once, that graph does not represent a function. We just saw two examples of graphs which were not functions. For instance, this is a circle given by the equation x squared plus y squared equals 16. And this is a parabola given by the equation y squared plus x equals 4. In both cases, you could determine algebraically and graphically that those relations were not functions.